Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Todd Rodden. I'm a certified business and executive coach based here in the Dayton, Ohio area. I'm part of Action Coach. I own Aspire Action Coach here in the Dayton area. We're thrilled to have you all join us today. And if you haven't already, as viewers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you receive future messages like the great message you're going to receive from Sean Steimle here today as well. So, without further ado, I'd love to introduce our guest, Sean Steimle. Sean is the CEO and owner of HPC Fire Inspired. I think you're going to love checking out his website and seeing the really cool, exciting products they provide really for great outdoor fire features that you can have around your home, around your business. And he'll share a lot more about that. So, without further ado, Sean, take a minute, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit more about HPC Fire Inspired, and how'd you get started in this business?
Hi, Todd. Again, thank you for this opportunity. It's a great opportunity to chat with other leaders and share some experiences. HPC is an acronym for Hearth Products Controls, and we actually started in 1975. I am the third ownership group of Hearth Products Controls, and we bought the business. A group of us had a couple friends and investors that helped me purchase Hearth Products Controls in December of 2018. Uh, I am the active partner in the business. Um, when we took over the business or acquired the business in 2018, we started looking at a lot of the strategy around it, incorporating the team, and we looked at shortening the name from Hearth Products Controls because it was very individually focused and was a little bit too narrow for what we wanted to do in the coming future. So we took that name and made it HPC, a little bit easier to come off the tongue, and then we added Fire Inspired that kind of described the business that we were in. HPC Fire Inspired is outdoor living manufacturer. We are heavily focused on gas fire appliances, so your fire pits in your backyard, lots of different variations, from larger ones, different sizes and shapes. We also do accessories and tiki torches. We do fire and water features, so the combination of fire and water is always neat to see. And then during our strategy review, we wanted to get into the outdoor dining market. So we started acquiring companies. And the first one we acquired was a pizza oven company. And it was a small product line, and we were able to incorporate the cooking in pizza ovens, taking your indoors, outdoors, uh, has a gas and wood system. So it's a hybrid. It's a unique. It has a mosaic tile. So very unique feature. A lot of family, friends, neighbors gather around it while they're cooking, enjoy each other. And then recently we got into a little further in the outdoor dining category with outdoor kitchens.
Great story in 6 short years of a lot of growth, expansion of the product, rebranding, expansion of the product line. Sounds like some acquisitions along the way as well. So interesting to learn more about the journey as we talk here. Uh,
Absolutely.
so talk us through kind of who your target customers are, because I could see both kind of residential as well as commercial applications.
Sure. Our business is probably 50% residential and probably 50% commercial. So in the residential market, it's going to be, a homeowner. A lot of time, it's I would say most cases it's retrofit. So home is already existing, and they want to expand into that backyard environment, expand that room so that they can enjoy the outdoors with friends, family, and neighbors, having great conversations, laughing, enjoying each other around a fire pit to keep warm, or just having the aesthetics, or it's around a cooking appliance. While you're cooking, you want to share each other's enjoyment. So really, it's going to be families that like to enjoy, and that's a lot of us. We like to communitize together, and enjoy each other. And then on the commercial side, we do hotels, casinos, ballparks. We're in the Philadelphia Phillies. We're many casinos, Holiday Inns, Marriott's, a lot of the hotels around the country. And in that case, again, you're out on vacation or you're on a business trip. You come back later in the evening from the hotel from the trip, and you want to sit and relax with a cocktail or just have a book, and you're outside by the pool and you have the fire going, so it gives you that nice feeling. So our customers are folks that really enjoy the outside, ability to expand maybe a smaller house and have an additional room outside. Enjoy, either being alone and just around the fire or around other people. So those are our ideal customers. And I would say our customer base is primary U.S., but we do ship to Dubai. We just had a big resort order for Saudi Arabia. We're in South America, a lot of business up in Canada. We have some European customers. So we do kind of expand geographically, but predominantly in the U.S., as the gas infrastructure is much greater in the U.S. than it is around the country.
So kind of building upon that, hey, that 50-50 split of residential and commercial, then are you a direct seller then, or you sell through other parties, contractors?
Yeah, so we're B2B. So we go through a few different channels though, which gives us that farther reach. So we do have e-commerce partners that all they do is represent us and other outdoor living products on the e-commerce channel. And that allows either an end user, contractor, or we call them dealers, go to those e-commerce websites, and that's one of our distribution partner channels. We also have specialty retail dealers. So in most metropolitan cities, there's going to be 5 to 6 either outdoor living or barbecue outlets. They have specialized grills. They do your outdoor living area. They will have some patio furniture. And those guys are really specialized so that they have install teams, and they'll come out and redefine your backyard, take what you dream up and make it a reality back there. And they'll do pavers and enclosures. And our piece of the puzzle of that is we do the outdoor kitchen or the fire feature. We also do have a channel that is original equipment manufacturers, OEM. So other people that have tables or concrete enclosures that want to have a fire feature installed in them. So that's another channel. And then our last channel is distribution. So we have, before, we get to the dealer, there's a distributor that can be a little bit more local to that dealer, so they can get it in a very go pick it up or get it with other appliances. So those are channels that we go to market. And then we have 4 or 5 separate markets that are kind of interweaved there. So you have the hearth market, which is a fireplace market. You have pool and spa market, which is obviously pools and spas, and they'll have the offshoot of the backyard doing those pools and spas. And then you have the hardscape market, which is guys that come in and they just do a lot of pavers, but they add on the fire pit, they add on the outdoor kitchen. And the last market's a little smaller, is the gas market. So people that service rural areas for propane gas will have barbecues or fire pits. So as they're supplying them the gas, they say, oh yeah, we can do a project with you, and we'll install a fire pit or a barbecue pit, barbecue grill. And so those are main channels. We also have, with the outdoor dining, there's a separate outdoor dining channel that we do sell to, and these are all B2B type clients. So we work with those clients, and then we have influencers that are the architects, the landscape architects. So they actually specify products. They'll say, hey, we've had really good success with HPC Fire Inspired. You should have their product in because you're going to be safe and you're going to have technology that, or whatever that situation is that they have good experience with. They'll specify those. A lot of time that's in the commercial market. The residential market, it's a little bit more driven by what the dealer has available and what they've used, or they've seen the manufacturer and says, hey, I want that type of product.
So a lot of channels to sell through, even though all still kind of pure B2B play. I mean,
Correct.
what's your common message of, hey, what makes you unique? What stand out from the others in the
So
field?
we have a pillar system. It's four pillars. Customers are number one. So customer service is the number one pillar, and then it's driven off there. Quick answers, fast service, technical advice, installation advice. So there's little trees or branches that come off of that main pillar. Uh, Another one that HPC is really known for is our innovation. So we actually put on a separate innovation building, and we have all of our R&D uh, equipment in there. We have sound, we have testing equipment, and then we have several engineers that work in that department that we're always looking for the next innovation. So we have Bluetooth. You can operate our fire pits with our cell phone. You have timers, and then we're really focused on the safety part of it. So safety and education is our third pillar, third and fourth pillar. So education is our third pillar. So we do HPC University for our clients. So we believe that if our clients are educated, they're going to install a safe fire pit. They're also going to be more likely to install an HPC pit because they know the product better. So we offer a 12 certification program. You get online, you go through that certification. We have like three different types of learning, power, because people like to learn different ways. We have PowerPoint, we have a Word document, and then we have a video. So you can learn three different ways, and you answer questions, and after your questions, you get certified. And then the fourth element outside of education is our safety and certification. We put that as one pillar. And obviously, you're dealing with gas, so you have to be very, very careful how your appliances work. So we have a third party. It's called CSA. They're really known for the gas appliance industry. They monitor our quality and safety programs. They come in to do audits. We also are ISO certified. So we have our own ISO program that's also monitored by a register. It's Eagle Register that comes in and making sure that when we do have a challenge or a process issue, we correct it in the right way. We get a full correction on that. So those are kind of the four elements that we believe our customers choose HPC. Uh,
Great summary, right? So, I mean, you're hitting a lot of key points there. So, the service side, a lot around innovation. Sounds like a lot of investment there. You want kind of R&D center, obviously safety and certification, given the nature of working with gas, and then the education through many different channels for different consumers and users as well. So, very, very impressive, Sean. So as we kind of shift gears a little bit, you're 6 years in now or close to it. You know, any business leaders gone through multiple kind of twists and turns in the road, maybe a few hills or mountains to climb. So what's been the biggest challenge you had in that 6 years, and how did you overcome it?
I think as you look at the challenges, there's opportunities that are kind of the same. It's hard to really pick one because you always have something that comes up. But I'll kind of walk you through maybe a progression of ownership and challenges to the ownership. And so I think first and foremost, as we were looking, we had multiple buildings, and one of our key values is continuous improvement. And we're looking at how we could improve the process. And we were doing a tack time value stream map process, and we were noticing that we were great. We were great at chaos, right? We were great at we were servicing customers in less than 5 days, and we noticed that we touched the product 17 times before when the order comes in, and inventory would come in, how it would get put on a shelf in one building, taken off the shelf, assembled, going into a shipping lane, shipped over to the other building, going into a shelf, coming off the shelf, and going out. We ended up measuring ourselves, and it was 17 times, and we would get that done in 3 to 5 days. And we're like patting ourselves on the back, and we're like, wow, that is amazing. And so we started looking at new buildings, right? Something to encompass our whole group into one building. We were previously in Kettering and over by the Green in the Dayton area. and we were looking at where can we move our facility to that wouldn't affect the employees. So we settled on Miamisburg, which was only about 20 minutes away. And when we were going through that, it was really hard because my previous career, I worked in big private equity or public companies, and we just had a whole bunch of capital, right? You say, hey, we want this building or we want to do this, and you put the great plan together, and you get the money, it comes down, and you go do it. This was now my money, and my partner's money, and the employees' money, and we're putting it at risk in a much bigger facility. It costs more, and we're betting that we would reduce the 17 dimes down to, let's say 1, 2, or 3, or getting that efficiency. And so I remember being up late at night, sleepless nights, thinking through that process, like, oh man, what if we do this and our business goes down? Now we got all this capacity. Going through that process and taking that risk. Certainly, we had we put a good case together, and I think what I learned through that is, trust your instinct, trust your analysis, and go with it. And if it's wrong, you can always change it, but go with it. And we moved into Miamisburg, and COVID hit, and it created even more anxiety. And but we came out of that with it was the best move. If we didn't make that move, we couldn't be as successful as we are today, because it was in the first year and a half, and we're now going into year 6. That really put us in a great position to do all the things that we were doing today. So I would say that first big decision was really big. Then we had COVID, which navigating, and everybody's been through that in one sense or form, navigating the retention, the work, the volume, and so forth. And then the third obstacle, which, because I know you asked for one, but I'll kind of put these as this kind of progressed, is the acquisitions that we took on last year. So we were really trying to grow our business and take control of our supply chain. And the one acquisition really allowed us to do that. And then at the same time, we were looking at another acquisition. So, and if you look at history of ours, we were probably doing this for 3 years, and the programs didn't work out, for the acquisitions didn't work out for one reason or another. Either they backed out, or the program didn't, we couldn't get enough funding, or whatever the deal was. So we got the one, we're like, yeah, we got it. And then all of a sudden we got the other one. So we got 2 in a row, and we really had to question ourselves, should we do this? I mean, it was within 2 months. They weren't on our same system. One was at least close by that we can get over quickly. It was about 20 minutes away from us. The other one was halfway across the country. And, we, again, trusted our gut and trusted our analysis, and went forward, and it's been a very good success. We really, obviously we have challenges and we work through those, but I would say those 3 things were the obstacles that we took on and modified and made some good progress.
Great examples. All big moves too, right? Kind of sometimes those are the big hairy moves that again you could lose a little bit.
Keeps you up night, sleeping about it. You look back and you're like, why did I worry about that? It'd be fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's obvious now. That was the right thing to do, right? So with that same frame in mind, as you look forward, what's the biggest challenge you see in front of you today?
So I think making sure, and I don't think we have problems here, but I'm always intuitive to a couple things. One is making sure we stay ahead of our competition. I always feel, and I try to instill this with the team, is I feel like that lion's behind me, ready to pounce, right? So I always have to stay ahead of that lion, and I try to instill that through our engineering team and our sales team. So how do we keep ahead of that competition? So I would say really, continue to innovate, continue to take some risk, take some chances, so that we are ahead of our competitors. Number 2 is employees. We have a great team. I couldn't do all the fun, exciting, challenging things without the team. So making sure we have all the retention programs in place and the culture to retain the team and make sure that they have the same vision as us, and we're listening and we're adjusting and just working through those. So I think as we look forward, those are type of things that are first and foremost in my mind is staying ahead of the competition, making sure we're satisfying our customer and retaining the employees.
Yeah, so let's pull on that thread a little bit more around team retention and attracting the right talent. So what have you found is key to have that right culture and to be able to retain and attract the best folks?
So I think, and this is just my experience, is really working with the team. And when I say working with the team, I'll go, stack the shelves. I'll help them load up trucks. Really participate. Nothing's beneath me. And I'll clean the bathrooms from time to time. So showing them that I'm willing to do the same work that they're willing to do, and we work together. Certainly, I got to focus on higher level things, so I can't be doing those all the time. But and I will take time to really work with those teams. We have a employee committee, so we do a net promoter score within the uh, the employee base. We get surveys done, and I think with any company, it's hard to move the dial from that feedback. So what I did is not put it on the management team entirely. Of course, we have a role in that, but is put it on the rest of the company. And what we've done is create a employee committee team. So we have 6 or 7 members of that, and they take that survey and they put together. It's kind of like a board of our employees. They present that to the management team. So we would make changes here. This is how it's going to benefit HPC and the employee team. So I think by doing some of those things, that really helps them have a voice and mold the company to the way they would like to mold it. And with some guardrails on it that works to make sure that we're all kind of working together on it. But I think those are some of the things. Of course, we have to set goals and do compensation studies and merit increases, but I think those are the smaller part of the equation. It's kind of like the ante to be in. You got to be paying competitively, and you got to reward your employees for value that they create. But it's really the kind of the intentional conversations, the intentional effort to listen and find out where they want to go with their career. How does HPC impact their life? How does HPC work with them as a collaborative partner and where they want to go?
Mm-hmm. So speaking of where you want to go, what's your vision? If we look 3-5 years down the road, what's your vision for the business?
So I think I would kind of wrap it up in a couple different topics. One would be I want to be as close to the customer as I can. So I'm looking for maybe additional distribution. So we acquired the company in Las Vegas last year, which was a big event for us, but that got us closer to the West Coast customers. We have an Ohio facility that kind of covers the rest of the country. So maybe an opportunity to have something down in the Southeast. I think as we see technology continue to drive with artificial intelligence, is to really, goes back to customer service. We have a chat bot today where people get on, but we man it manually, and have that 24 hours a day manned or responded to by artificial intelligence with great responses could get our customers quicker responses. They're in the field 24 hours a day. So I would say really integrating artificial intelligence into some of our jobs. I'm learning more and more about where that can be. Even in the financials, you can plug in your financials into some of these modules, and you can see trends, and they can really something that could take somebody days can be done in minutes and give you outputs and action items that you can evaluate. Of course, as a human, we have to evaluate those and see which ones are ones that we will take forward or ones that the computer just got maybe wrong. But I would say, 80% of the time it's going to be, going in the right direction. So really, using that artificial intelligence. And then the third element would be technology. So, we have things that we've done with home automation, how you light your fire pit. We've eliminated some components that potentially wear out that could be improved with technology. So I would say say those are kind of the three elements that as we look forward.
If you, in summary, you say, hey, what have been your keys to success?
And again, this is a kind of caveated. This is coming from Sean, so it's my biased experience, right? Uh, I think really is the persistence and the passion that you do every day, can get through many, many obstacles. I think the balance to that is listening to not only our employees, our other team members, our coworkers to help navigate those answers or those solutions. Um, it's also finding the right experienced mentors. So when I have a problem, I'm always looking out to other business leaders. I have a network of business leaders that I can say, hey, we're going through this right now. How have you handled it in the past? And you can't replace that experience. And you're not going to have every experience. I'm going to have some experience that, gave me situational analysis in this space, but somebody else is going to have it in another space that I can leverage. So I think those are kind of elements that has made us successful and continue to make us successful.
Okay, great. Yeah. Persistence and passion, listening to not only your team, customers, but also having those kind of those trusted mentors and advisors, right, to help guide as well. So great examples. So as we look to wrap up here, Sean, what are the best ways for folks to stay connected with you and to learn more and to follow HPC Fire?
Yeah, so we're at our main website, hpcfire.com. You have all the products, all the information there. Come see us there. I'm on LinkedIn, Sean Steimle, very active. We try to show a lot of intent and very consistent, very disciplined. We publish something every day. We do something on the tech side and something on the kind of more entertainment side weekly. And you can get us at hpcfire.com, or you can call us at 937-436-9800.
There you go. There's the direct line, right? And they will answer.
Sometimes I'll even answer.
There you go. So, so Sean, as we leave here today, what are you inspired by?
So I think this is what's driven my career, my life, and all of the above is, I want to leave the camp better than when I came, right? Inspire, impact, and influence. And that's what motivates me. When I get employees making leaps and bounds over obstacles or opportunities, or if I have my kids or family or wife or anything that I can teach, coach, and provide experience, and I see that help somebody, I really get driven by that. I get passionate and excited about that. So that's really what inspires me.
All right. Yeah, no, that's great. And you're living that out, right? And you can see that. So, Sean, thank you for sharing your story, the HPC Fire story as well. And I encourage our viewers here today, go check them out. I guarantee you go to their website, you're going to have great ideas for things you're going to love to have in your backyard or around your business. There's a lot of interesting, cool things there as well. So Sean, thanks again. And to our viewers, we appreciate you taking part in the session here today. Go ahead and hit that like button. We always appreciate that. And again, hit that subscribe button so you can receive future messages from other inspiring leaders like you received from Sean Steimle here today as well. So thank you all and have a terrific day.
Thanks, Todd.